Hello everyone, happy Ramadan. I hope all of you guys are doing fine as it's the ninth month of the Islamic lunar calendar. Ramadan holds a special importance for Muslims worldwide. I have stated the holy month of Ramadan is the ninth month in the Islamic calendar. It is a month of fasting, the worshiping services, community gathering, and spiritual development. One of the key aspects of Ramadan is fasting, known as Swahid. From dawn until sunset, Muslims abstain from eating, drinking, smoking, and material relationship. Prayer is essential during Ramadan, with special nightly prayers called Taraweeh held in mosques. These prayers, along with increasing reading of the Quran, foster spiritual growth and connections with Allah. Ramadan emphasizes compassion and generosity. Muslims are encouraged to engage in acts of charity known as zakat and sadaqah to support those in need and strengthen community bonds. Before the fast begins each day, families wake up for Sahur, a pre-dawn meal. This meal provides sustenance for the day ahead and serves as a time for family togetherness. The Ramadan fosters a sense of unity and solidarity amongst Muslims. Many mosques hosted communal iftar, welcoming people from all walks of life to share in the blessings of the month. Islam has a significant impact on Indonesia, a country known for its diversity, cultures, and traditions. Islam first arrived in Indonesia through trade routes carried by Islamic traders from the Arabic Peninsula and the Indian subcontinent as early as the 13th centuries. Over the centuries, Islam took roots and flourished across Indonesia, leaving a mark on the landscape through the constructions of mosques adorned with Islamic designs. Islamic influence permeates Indonesian cultures, expressions from traditional music and dance and art. This confuse of Islamic motif with traditional style has created a unique and vibrant cultural heritage. The Islamic life has also influenced Indonesian economy and daily practice. Halal food markets thrive, offering a variable of culinary delights that adhered to Islamic food law. In Indonesia, many people are deeply religious and most of them are Muslims. They pray every day, fast during Ramadan, and take part in religious events. It's a big part of their everyday lives. Indonesia is also the largest Muslim country in the world. Throughout history, scholars in Indonesia have played a big part in Islamic thinking and learning. They have added a lot to the worldwide Muslim intellect traditions. In the Indonesian side of Hotel Hideaway, the early Muslim communities were the Light Muslim Brotherhood and the Islamic Circle of Tranquility, documented by the Islamic Awakening Associations. The Light Muslim Brotherhood was an all-man community devoted to Islamic brotherhood, led by an older, knowledgeable Quran scholar. Meanwhile, the Islamic Circle of Tranquility, exclusive for women, didn't have a leader, instead governed by its own people. These two communities eventually emerged to form the Islamic Awakening Associations. However, another group emerged in late August 2019 known as the Magnificent Brotherhood of Fate. Unlike early Muslim communities, the Magnificent Brotherhood of Fate was created by Muslim teenagers. However, internal discords arose due to disagreements among its leaders. Unable to resolve their differences, the leaders went their own separate ways, ultimately leading to the downfall of the Magnificent Brotherhood of Fate. Meanwhile, the Islamic Awakening Association thrived from 2019 to 2020, focusing on education and enlightenment. However, around 2021, it split into two groups, the United Omar Mosque communities and a separate group that organized Islamic holidays. This change aims to address concerns over the original name similar to the Nation of Islam and to better accommodate Indonesians players. The map of Indonesia offers a clear description of diverse religious practice throughout the country and their corresponding level of influence. This holds particular significance when examining the Indonesian community as a whole. Number 1. Modest Muslims are a group of people within the Indonesian Muslim community. They believe and reinterpret the Islamic teachings to fit modern times. They aim to blend tradition, Islamic values with new ideas, science, and change in the community to keep Islam alive and meaningful into today's world. Number 2. The traditional Muslims don't believe in adapting Islamic teachings to modern times. They strictly follow the Quran for all of their beliefs. They are conservative and strongly uphold Islamic traditional values. Number 3. The Hindu religion originated from India based on the idea of many gods controlling the cosmos. It is one of the oldest religions in the world and has enriched culture, history, extended from India to Indonesia. Buddhism was additionally spread by the Japanese Empire through imperialism. The Japanese government aimed to establish a greater East Asia to justify its imperialism ambition. This term suggested a unified Asia under Japanese leadership, intending to expel Western powers and their religion, such as Christianity, from the region. The goal was to create an industrial powerhouse in Asia under Japanese control. However, this plan encountered challenges. The Japanese Empire ruled with an iron fist, and their efforts to control Asia faced resistance. They feared that Asia might suffer the fate of Africa, where Western powers had imposed their rule, eradicating traditional cultures and spreading Christianity. Ultimately, the Japanese Empire imperialistic endeavor did not achieve their desired outcome. The religion of Christianity was introduced by Dutch colonizers who exploited the local people of Indonesia. They attempted to hinder the spread of Islam, but their efforts were in vain as Islam had already taken roots throughout South Asia. Additionally, the Dutch colonizer opposes restrictions on local trade, preventing people from selling goods to their communities. This led to widespread food shortages and mass starvations in some area of Indonesia. Sukarno, widely respected as the father of the Indonesian people, led a significant revolution that aims to unite Indonesia's diversities, traditions, and religion. He was deeply committed to socialism ideas, believing that he could help Indonesia break free from Western controls. Sukarno stresses the need for Indonesia to manage its own production and labor to protect its economic dependency. His main goal was to build a government that could support its own people without relying on outside influence. Sukarno stresses the need for Indonesia to manage its own production and labor to protect its economic dependency. Indonesia is known for its self-reliance. Many Indonesians in the online content creator community are independent and self-efficient. Sometimes they even get offended if you offer them help, but they're always ready to support you if you need it. Indonesian people are great to hang out with because they're confident and outgoing. Thanks to Islam influence, they show kindness to everyone regardless of where they came from. The Indonesian communities value equality and embrace everyone. In the online platform, Hotel Hideaway Indonesia community is known for its pride, its nation. On August 17, Indonesians content creators dress up in red and white, the colors of the Indonesian flag, to celebrate Independence Day. Everyone from the Indonesian server come together, unite by a collective sense of pride. This tradition is special, especially consider Indonesian history with past colonizations and past struggles with the Dutch and with the Japanese empires. That's why August 17 is not just another holiday, but it's a sacred holiday for Indonesians celebrating their independence. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to join the Orange Podcast for more content. I have an Instagram account for quick updates and posts. Thank you guys and be safe.